Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Komal Speaks Self Love. This video we are shifting from emotional thinking to rational thinking. There are multiple times in my past when I took emotional decisions which led to a lot of chaos, and I want to save you from all of that. Hence I'm making this video. And what is opposite of emotional thinking? Rational thinking. So there was a time when I stopped talking to my friends, and this was because they did not consider my point of view and they were not ready to listen to me. But they did really love me. But I disconnected from them. I cut off them from my life. But after a few times of doing this, I understood that it was wrong, and formally ending a relationship would have been much nicer instead of just randomly throwing hate on them and saying you need not meet my needs and simply letting them go. So that was not right. So I later apologized to them when I realized my mistake, saying that I took an emotional decision. This has showed up in my work also. If a client told me, "Oh, I don't like this," I take it really personally and think that I am not worthy of this work, or think that I'm not good at it at all, and just simply drop it. And without talking to myself in a positive way or parenting myself, I simply dropped something. So I dropped multiple things, and it did not work out well for me, right? So this you might have experienced in your work as well. Whenever you get a feedback, you feel that something is bad about you and you just drop doing that thing. But if you had continued doing that thing, you could have gotten to a significant place in your career, which would have made you even more happy. So these strong outbursts of emotional reactions is what we are targeting at, so that you can take better decisions, not be the victim of your emotions. I had no clear thoughts of my own. Everything was just a reaction for me. I believed everything social media influences what they said. I believed all of that without giving it second thoughts. I even made not so informed videos. Now my videos are much more informed, but before that was not the case. This kept happening until I dumped my ex boyfriend and regretted it like crazy. It was an emotional decision how I did it. It's not that we were not a great match in the first place, but I could have ended things more respectfully, is what I feel. My heart had broken into thousand pieces. I kept thinking, if only I had thought about it rationally, maybe he would have stayed. But that's not the problem. It was really ugly in the first place. It was the right decision, but how I made it was wrong. So, this breakup taught me a huge lesson that I need to use my own brains and not follow what influencers are telling me, what others are telling me. I need to think for myself, and whenever I'm emotional, I need to calm down and give it second thoughts, because I'm a completely different person now when I'm emotional. I can't make decision from that space. So multiple things happened, but this is what I've learned. Don't get me wrong, emotions are important. They give us deep, deep insights. I am completely not against it. But how you deal with it is what matters. I truly was unhappy in those friendships and that relationship. But what made the difference was slowing down when I was too emotional. I took a breath, I paused, and thought about it from third person perspective, like what advice will I give to my best friend if she was in that situation. This is the only secret to emotional thinking. Next time I felt emotional, I made sure I calmed down before making any decision. Every decision had to be in my favor, not in others' favor. My decisions cannot make me look like a bad person. It has to be kind, rational, and clear. So I started to treat myself like a best friend and think. That's when this whole self-love guru character inside of took birth inside of me and began to emerge. And honestly, that's the secret to a great life. If you love yourself, if you can treat yourself like a best friend, that's the best thing that you could ever do. I do not get overwhelmed by hundreds of voices in my head, and I take a pause and think rationally and think like a best friend to myself in a compassionate voice, which is rooting for your well-being. This voice is self love, and this is why this whole channel exists. I swear to God, shifting from emotional thinking to rational thinking changed my life forever. It was a bit hard because you're addicted to feeling emotional, right? So, pausing can feel a little hard, but I take decisions now that do not regret. I set realistic goals. Now I understand my emotions are a rebel and they need rational understanding and not punishment. Don't hate yourself for being emotional. Instead, give it a compassionate voice. So, yes, emotional thinking to rational thinking leads to self love. Self love leads to a great life. And this is why this topic is so important, and how it has changed my life will also change your life. I have a short disclaimer about my videos. Everything I share here comes from personal experience and deep reflection. I always share with love, and this is not a professional advice. Please take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and use your own judgment. That's the whole point of this entire channel, that you use your own brains. And if you are going through something serious, please seek support from mental health professional like I've done since 2 years now. This space is here to inspire and not to prescribe. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, click on the like button, comment and tell me one takeaway from this video, and share it with a friend if you think it might help them. Your self-lover Komal signing off. See you in the next video.